Hi, everybody. Queen Crystal King in the building. Again, you guys, I am learning how to work this StreamYard. I haven't thrown in the towel, so you're going to see quite a few of these StreamYards where this little duck, his wing might be bent a little bit, but he's still a duck. I'd like to welcome everyone to my live broadcast. Thank you so much, first and foremost, to God. I truly, truly mean it when I say that when you when you've been through different ordeals such as mine, you don't become a professional victim. You become a testimony. And right about now, I feel like I am a testimony. I said to my subscribers, to my family, to my sons, my grandchildren, and great grandchildren, that I will do the best that I possibly can to take you through this journey with me, because I don't want this told in anyone else's words. I want this told in my own words. The last broadcast, oh Lord have mercy. There's actually no way to explain that, but now we know what happened to baby Jane. They left her in one room and put me in another. Okay? Now, if you're a little too young to know what's going on with whatever happened to baby Jane, trust me, Google it. You'll come back and you'll say, Crystal, you know that wasn't right. Or you'll come back and say, Crystal, you were absolutely right. So, let me take you from where I left off. Uh, Last night was my first night being home. I will be clearing my throat quite a bit, but I'm not going to stop talking because I really want you guys to hear me. Now, when it came down to my voice on the last broadcast, not only am I battling with ovarian cancer, this is my second bout with cancer. And first bout, we give to God, devil zero. And for that, I'm grateful. Uh, it takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on your organs. It takes a toll on how you think, how you perceive things, but you don't want how you perceive and think about things to be used as a weapon against you. Um, I will always be that person to ask for help. And I will always be that person to offer help. But what I've learned through this process is it's okay to say no. And you don't have to pretend that you really wish me well and you don't. Because, see, the prayer that I have over me, the family that I have around me, and the miracles that have been performed in my life. That started off with the first prayer warrior in my life, and that's my mother. I truly believe that when God covers you, He covers you. What's for you is for you. I don't always have to receive or accept anything that comes my way because I'm in need. The last thing I want to do is to be that lady that's over there on that channel talking about, oh, I'm still sick. Oh, please help me. I want to be that lady that's over there saying, yes, I'm still battling. I'm still going through this. But I want y'all to know that regardless of how I sound, regardless of what your perception is, regardless, I'm not going anywhere until God says it's time for me to go. And I don't know about you guys, but the answer I got was, it's not time for you to go yet. So keep talking about it. Keep trying to educate. Keep trying to advocate. Hello, Let's Talk Philly. Let's Talk Philly is my granddaughter's mom. I call her that big eye, big head, little bow-legged girl that has just waltzed her way into my heart. Hi, Sweet Pea. Thanks for coming to my live. Um, just because a person offers you their prayers, all prayers are not good prayers. And what I do is I trust my God when it comes to things that I'm to receive, things coming my way. There are people who take advantage of people who like to help. There are people who need help, won't ask for help because of people who have taken advantage of people who needed help. My family is huge. My prayer circle is huge. My subscribers and the people that I have met in and out my YouTube journey, some situations has caused me to be a better person and to look at myself closer to see if there are things that I can improve on, which there always is. But I also don't want to feel like because I'm going through what I'm going through, I have nothing to offer. I offer you hope. I offer you love. I offer you support. I want you to know that all tears are not sad tears. There's no way in the world I can continue to walk around with a cup that's full to the top and not offer anyone any type of guidance or anything that I've learned through any of these experiences. By the time I got to the hospital, now I'm giving you my perception of what I understand based on my conversations with the doctors, with my son, with both of my sons, my family, and reports I've actually had a chance to lay my eyes on and read. The levels that I needed to survive were critical. My son is in the medical field. He recognized signs and symptoms of distress. I did not understand what it was he saw. I did not understand what it was I had done or said. I was very dehydrated. My levels were practically bottomed, and I wasn't able to comprehend. Not only was I not able to comprehend, I wasn't even able to articulate what it was that I wanted to express to him, because I felt like I was talking to him, but it didn't seem like it was being understood. I had my grandbaby there, Nyari. That's that that's that little bow-legged girl I love so much. And I guess they were just looking at like, Nana looks really weird right about now. Um, I can only imagine what that may have looked like. But to me, it was like, do you hear me? I'm trying to tell you something. Could you, something as simple as, could you hand me that napkin? I think that's what I'm saying to you, but I don't know what you're hearing. I don't know what my hands are doing. I don't know what words are coming out. I'm not sure. But I do realize that at some point I could not talk. And from my mouth all the way down my throat had turned white because it had stuck together from dehydration. My son said I wasn't eating and drinking. I thought I was. I thought I was sitting there watching television. I thought that's what I was doing, watching television, eating and drinking. Say that. To say that had my son not called my best friend and my mom, and had he not called the doctor and related what he saw and what he understood to be distress, I would have died that day. And I say this because it really is just something about when a mother has a sense. And I keep saying, Mommy, don't worry. Mommy, please stop worrying. I'm 56 and I still call my mom Mommy. I'm like, Mommy, please don't worry. Mommy, everything is fine. She knew something was wrong. She hadn't even laid eyes on me. And there are times where her and I talk for hours at a time. We talk about everything, but it wasn't right that day for her. Listening to me, it wasn't right that day. Hello, Dolly's house, my boobala. And I remember bits and pieces of what she was saying to me. Now, my best friend, we've been friends for 28 years, and she's been through everything with me. And for her to say, "Okay, girl, it's time for you to get ready to get your jacket on, and we're gonna get ready to go to the doctor." And I'm looking at her like, to the doctor? Why? Why are we going to the doctor? And I'm looking at my son, and he's just so distraught. He's holding on to his daughter, but he's just so distraught. And I want to know why everybody is so sad, why everybody is so upset. So I'm looking back and I'm saying to myself, no, I didn't say to myself, I said to my son, I said, Cohen, please don't let them put me away. That's how out of control I felt. Like I could not have spoken for myself if I wanted to. But I'm looking at people that I've known all my life, and they were strangers to me. And by the time I got to the hospital, I just They were just giving me, I was just test after test after test. And then after a while, I couldn't even hear my own voice. And every doctor that came in and talked to me, they said, "Hi, what's your name?" I told them. "What's your birth date?" I told them. And I said, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question?" And they said, "Sure." I said, "Could you please tell me why I'm here?" Because I had absolutely no idea why I was there. I'm like, I know this boy did not ship me off to Shady Pines. And it was funny at first, but then after a while, I'm like, did this boy ship me off to Shady Pines? So I'm like, I wonder how many people know I'm here. Does such and such know I'm here? Does this one know I'm here? It I actually panicked. I was in a panic mode where I didn't know what was about to happen to me from one second to the next. But I knew that I didn't believe for one moment that I wasn't loved, that I didn't have family, that people didn't care for me. I just didn't understand what was happening. And I just kept asking questions. They asked me questions, I asked them questions. And it's like, you're sitting here and you're asking people, why are you here? And I'm saying, okay, well, I'm ready to get myself together to go home. Oh, no, we don't think that's a good idea. Why? You can't even tell me why I'm here. But then you're telling me I can't go home, but you don't know why I can't go home because you don't know why I'm here. Because I don't know why I'm here. Child, that was intense. So as I really started putting things together, and well, I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to say things started coming together. And what happened was, the only thing I can think of to tell you was that I was critical. My levels had my levels had bottomed, and I was critical, and my kidney function was low, and I didn't know. I didn't even know to say hello or goodbye. I just know that I needed for my children to know that I love them, my family, my friends. I needed y'all to know that I loved y'all. And and I'm sorry, but I didn't know what I was sorry for because I didn't know what I had done. And then after a lot of tests, um, I was starting to do some type of treatment where they were able to get the thrush, and then I was able to make sounds, and I was able to understand myself. I was just hoping that other people were able to understand me. Um bear with me, you guys, just bear with me. Um I remember getting an MRI, and they told me that I had a stroke, but they didn't know when I had a stroke. But they know that they had evidence that I did have one. But it didn't happen that day that my son recognized distress. So we're still taking a lot of tests. We're still we had to cancel my chemo for that moment because everything had to be put on hold because we didn't know what was causing my vitals to drop. All we knew was what needed to bring my vitals back up, and that was the focus. Get my vitals back up. And I made a video the other night. Now, child, right now I'm just, oh, child. There was this. I'm gonna try and be as nice as I can because I know my mom is somewhere listening, and I'm just gonna get this out right quick. Hell shit damn. Okay, done. All right. This little lady, I don't know whether she had people who loved her or didn't, or I'm not sure. But she sounded like she was stuck in a time warp. I'm talking about mint julep out on the lanai with with the workers in the field and I mean the lady was stuck in some type of error. I'm not sure where she was, but for some odd reason, she thought that Crystal was supposed to check her feet to make sure that her feet were nice and dry, lift her arm, make sure she was okay, fluff her pillow, cut her food, order her food. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a patient. I'm not supposed to be taking care of you. They're supposed to be taking care of me. And she says, well, this is my little African American friend over here. I'm like, what? Then she says, I'm going to I'm going to call my African American friend on the phone, Crystal. I'm like, well, what are you telling me for? Well, Crystal, do you think my feet are nice and dry? And I said, well, why would I? What? I don't know. Maybe this lady was used to being cared for. I don't know. I'm trying to say it in a real nice way, but this lady was stuck in a time warp, and and she was very exhausting all night long, all day long. Nurse, 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 nurse. And I'm telling my son, you gotta get me up out of here. This lady is stressing me out. So I was trying to make a video for you guys while I could finally hear my own voice. And I think what she wanted to do, I guess, hear her voice too. So she just started saying stuff and, will someone please come in and fluff my pillow? Well, who's going to feed me? And who's going, oh, child. But anyway, I still hope that that lady is somewhere where she can get the help and care that she needs. But it didn't sound like something that was healthy. And she would take food off of her tray and say, Crystal, do you want this muffin? And she's holding it up like she just picked up something from walking the dog. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. So we're going to fast forward that. And I ended up getting transferred to another room. So once I got that level of stress away from me, I was able to talk to my family some more. Um, and when you mention people's names, I'm not mentioning people's names because I'm name dropping. I'm saying it's because these names stay fresh in my mind for some reason. The very second person that heard about what happened from my doctor uh, was was Boss Lady New Jersey, and she never said a word. She allowed me to cry on her shoulder that night, and I love her for that. She didn't exploit my situation. She talked to me woman to woman as someone who's not ready to leave here yet, who's trying to understand. Excuse me. Trying to understand and process what they're saying to me. And then I had people from that were in my comment section I got to, and they were just saying encouraging things. beautiful things, how God is has his hands on me, and how strong they say I am. And to me, I never felt so weak, and I'm still trying to understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say thank you for recognizing my strength. And what I'm going to say uh, also is that if there's anything that I can do or say that could help anyone, just ask me. I'll try to answer you as best I can. I'll try and refer you. I'll try and give you the information that you need to speak with someone so that you can get what you need. But please, ladies and gentlemen, and I say ladies and gentlemen, don't just get used to them old aches and pains. Don't get used to it. Pain is an indicator that something is not right. You may not get the answer that day, and an answer is not gonna come down in this big puff of smoke, or I don't know how you get. One thing I do know is that when you pray, after I pray, it's time to be silent. It's time to be still, to listen to what the Lord has to say after you give him that petition. And it started coming to me through people. And and I just kept getting confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. And what I learned is that the strongest thing that you can say sometimes is help. The strongest thing you can say sometimes is ouch. And it's not necessarily what I put in your hand, it's why I put it in your hand. And another person that comes to mind that will never, ever, ever leave my heart, and that's Spill It Boy TV. He's a very unique human being. And when you've touched mentally, physically, or spiritually something so close to your spirit that could possibly take your life, and you can look back on that and maybe help someone not to hit that same wall you did, and they may still hit that wall. And maybe what you need to do is to make sure that they don't hit it with the intensity that you did. Just being able to speak with someone who understood meant a lot. Jaded Nerd comes to mind because he was saying to me that he understood how it felt when I mean, they were talking about giving him his last rites. I mean, this is one of the most healthiest people that I have seen out here, very physical, um, prosperous and growing channel as we speak. And he knows what it feels like to feel like no one cares sometimes. And it may not even be the truth. I don't believe that there's someone when no one cares. But if it feels that way to you, then I have to tell you how it feels to me. And he was very encouraging with that. My Bashful B. Oh, I love me some Bashful B. And I'm not even quite sure. I say this all the time. I'm not even quite sure how this video sounds to anyone. I just need to know that what I wanted to say, I was able to say it, because there was a time where I didn't think I'd ever speak again. I had to work with a physical therapist, made sure I had everything in place at home. There are people placed around me strategically. And there's just still so many things I still want to do. So, is there anything that anyone wanted to ask me or say? I'm still not really sure about how to bring people up on the StreamYard yet. But those particular people that I mentioned, your name just keeps passing through my mind during the day and during the night, and certain things that you said or done or DM'd me, or a video that I watched that triggered some things for me or made me laugh, or took my mind off of what I was going through at that particular time. It's like, that's why I mentioned that. And Lord, Deanna Irving, oh my God, that is the funniest. She's one of the funniest people I've ever met. And I love a good Southern accent. I mean, she could talk to me all day long. She could just read a recipe for apple pie, and because she says it, the way she says it is just so comical. But I really felt when she was genuinely wishing me well. I really felt that, Deanna. I did. Now I'm going to address something that I didn't really want to, but I'm going to have to. Lovely love, you're not welcome on my channel. You're not welcome on my channel. You're not welcome to send me messages. You're not welcome. Now, it takes a lot for someone like me to say you're not welcome. But out of all the people who ever had a problem with me in life, you wish death on me. What that says to me is that you wish death on me. How else could I receive that? And then after you say and do what you say and do, you say, well, I'll cuss you out 1 minute, and then the next minute you'll be my best friend, or you'll be my girl. No, I will not. No, I will not. I've given you no reason to ever wish death on me. And for you to have known me for the amount of time that you have, and all the times that I've had your back, and I didn't want anybody to say anything out of the way to you, because I knew that you were genuinely a good person and you mean well. And I do believe that you do mean well. Well, the devil used you that night, and it really stuck. That really stuck to me. So just do what you have to do. You don't owe me no apology. You don't. You don't owe me no apology. As a matter of fact, I want you to be okay. I've added you in my prayers. I forgave you that night. I just don't need that type of people, those type of people in my spirit. That's all. That's all. I don't hate you, girl. I don't. So just be the best you can be to you, because right about now there's really nothing that I can say or do to make that situation any better than what it is now. Just take care of yourself. All right, Dolly, what's been going on? Talk to me. I got that out of my system. Talk to me. Dolly's house. Where are you, Boobala? Okay. This is gonna get kind of hard, y'all, because that means I gotta keep talking. You're such a beautiful person, and we love you. Oh, thank you, my secret weapon. That's my secret weapon. Mhm. Hey, there she is. Boss Lady New Jersey VIP area. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. I just wanted I was just trying to explain how important it was just to have your ear that night on the phone, and it, it just still means the world to me. You caught my live. Now you know what? That's the strangest thing. Crystal King and live in the same sentence. See, that's something I said I would never do. And that's what I like about you, girl. You bring out things in me that I normally would not do, but it makes me a better person for having tried it. You know what I mean? Boss lady, nobody will answer me questions. Nobody answer me questions. Ask me questions, and I'm up here. I'm stuck. My little StreamYard duck, his little wing is bent, but it's still a duck. Ooh. Does anyone have plans for New Year's? How are you doing? Uh, I'm trying to. I think what I've came to the conclusion is that I'm not sure exactly what it is that I'm saying, but I know that I'm saying it because at one point I didn't think I was going to be able to talk anymore, and now that I can hear myself, I'm afraid not to talk. Let's talk Philly. She said, for New Year's, I'm screaming Jumanji and not Happy New Year. We need to get up out of this game. Ah, okay. Okay. I think I want some, pull up some alkaline water. Now, one thing I usually do is I try to make a little something to eat on New Year's. I'm not doing that this year. I'm gonna get some iced tea. Yeah, I'm not gonna make anything. I'm not busting no pots. Not doing it. I might have to put my secret weapon on the job. How you feel about that secret weapon? I had something that was really good. Now, I've never, you've never been able to fool me with pumpkin anything. Don't like pumpkin stuff. Never did. And you know how people say, "Oh, girl, I've been spiced it up, tastes like sweet potato pie." You wouldn't even know the difference. And I'm telling you, I've always known the difference. One second, guys. But there was this one, my secret weapon was in here making sure I had everything I needed. Everything was straight. And let me see. She said, "Have you ever had pumpkin cheesecake?" I said, "I don't do pumpkin nothing. I don't even like pumpkin scent when they why would somebody want to smell like pumpkin?" I don't know. It just some scents are offensive to me. So he said, "I tried it. I tried this ice cream. It's called pumpkin cheesecake, and it was so good." And I know, Nana. I understand what you're saying, and I don't like pumpkin either. And I don't. And I said I would never do it, but I tried it, and it was so good. And I'm like, this child's trying to talk me into eating some pumpkin. Well, let me tell you something. I tried that pumpkin Ben and Jerry pumpkin cheesecake. I tried it and I'm telling you, it tastes so good. It tastes like sweet potato pie. Now I like sweet potato to insert like when you make the filling and spice it up really good. And then as you went down in the ice cream further, it had pieces of graham cracker in it. Every spoonful, I just wanted to fall back and just go, mmm. And it was so, so good. And I've been looking for that cheesecake and I have not been able to find it. So, secret weapon, this is your job should you choose to accept it. Find me one more of those little pumpkin cheesecake things and I'm going to put it down in my freezer because I need to be eating that in 2021. That was one of the things I said I would never eat, and I did, and now I'm glad that I did. Now, I don't want a piece of pumpkin pie, but that pumpkin cheesecake, that was delicious. Ben and Jerry's did it that time. They was on it then. I will try that again. Okay, boss lady, I when I came in the first time, it said to put something on a clipboard, like a link or something. But I'm gonna try it again with you, where there are no witnesses. But I'm not gonna give up on trying to learn how to do it though. You have got to try that though. Seriously. I would never advocate pumpkin. They would say, "Did she hit her head?" She's talking about pumpkin. That was really good. I even had to tell my mom about it. And I'm getting me some more of that. What you cooking, Dolly? She said it's done. Now you see that up there? She said it's done. My little grandbaby, I call her Miss Peanut because she was Peanut, but when she turned 1, she became Miss Peanut because she got her first pocketbook. So, Miss Peanut, you make sure that mommy finds Nana that pumpkin cheesecake, okay? I'm challenging myself today by talking and trying to reach quite a few people so that when I lay down for a little while and come back on, I'm going to be ready to do some other things. But you guys are really cool. I'm serious. I just was so proud, and my family was so appreciative of all the people who were just so sweet to me. I mean, that's got to be a beautiful feeling to have a child and, you know, you feel the way you feel about your child. And then when you see and hear other people, how they feel about your child, that's got to be a sense of pride. And I was just so glad to be a part of a group of people who genuinely wish each other well. Is Dolly still in the chat? I didn't know that you could really genuinely care about people that you've never met before. I thought that was just totally unheard of. And I hear some of the hardest people saying that they don't care. But I believe that you do care. And you accidentally let me know that you care. So thank you. I'm starting to get a little tired. But if you guys think of something that you wanted to say or ask after this is over, the comment section is always open. But just leave the negativity at the door because I got snipers. And my snipers are not going to play those type of games. I don't feel like arguing or fussing or dragging nobody or none of that. There's my baby. There's my bashful. My sister thinks you're cute, bashful. Yes, my sister thinks you're cute. How was your birthday, bashful? Did you have a good time, sweetie? I definitely was jamming to Jamaica funk in my head for you, bashful. Well, we got to get together again so we could throw another party over there in the VIP lounge. Because that was a lot of fun. Bashful, I hope I have shown you the kindness that you've shown me. And you shared something that was so precious to you, and I could tell that it was precious to you. You shared your dad with us, Bashful. Thank you. And you don't know how many people you have helped who are taking care of elderly parents. There are some children who don't feel like that's their job to do. They feel like their job as the child is to just always have their hand out. And you reached back for your father and you made sure he was had his little pajamas on and stuff, and you'd hang out with us for a little while, and then you'd say, well, I'm getting ready to go check on daddy. I'll talk to y'all later. But it was just such a beautiful thing to see, a grateful, obedient adult child. It really is. Benji. Let me see. Hold on for a minute, guys. Bashful said, if I was there, I'd do the same for you. Oh, that is so sweet. Well, you had me in my fifis when I was talking about that cash. And my sister had me dying. She said, you so bashful, you put your cash. When I get when I get tight, I lose my lips. So like if you're looking at me and I'm upset about something, I start losing my lips. And when I look back at that video, I'm like, oh my God, my lips are practically gone. Mm. What's been up, Benji? My binge thinker. You gotta let loose a little bit more, Bashful, okay? You gotta come hang out with us. So you could call out some more songs so we could be kicking it in the chat like we did before. And after all the people and after all of people coming for me, I only got four, but I'm grateful. Yeah, boss lady was cracking up. She said, Crystal, I'm coming on camera for this. See, I don't like it when people don't give off that type of vibe, and you come from people who are sweet spirited like that. That really bothers me. And that man has a lot to give. He has a lot to give and a lot to share. And that's what I would love for you guys to go and hug his channel. And his community wall is awesome. The beautiful pictures and poems that he writes, and it just really touches your heart. And I'm grateful that I'm able to say with pride that Bashful B is also a breast cancer survivor. Bashful B has been in remission for 35 years. So that's a chosen person. God chose him to be here. That's why you can't mess with him. That's why you cannot mess with him. That's why he's off limits. And I'm telling you, you sound so much stronger. Thank you so much. And they finally put me in a room where I could stretch out. I could still hear her call me from across the hall. I just don't answer. And it's like, Crystal. Well, She must be sleeping or she's just not going to answer me because a lot of times she just doesn't answer me. Yet it still doesn't stop you from calling me and calling me. Let's all just know that whether it's one or 1 million, somebody in this world cares about you and they love you and they do want the best for you. And I felt that. And the same faithful people come through. And I'm glad that I made the first video so that you can hear the growth from the first one. Because I sound absolutely nothing like I do now. And I'm actually still recovering voice wise. But yeah, that lady was something. Let me tell you something. It's messed up. Now I gotta tell on myself. It's messed up when you're saying, Lord, you sitting there with your little Negro spirituals. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. And then all in the same thought process, I'm like, and can you bring me a bar of soap with a sock in it that's gonna reach when I swing it? And I do. I would have been a night nurse. The night nurse. Yeah, I really wish I had had a sock with a bar soap in it. I was gonna swing it. I ain't gonna lie. But I do but I do feel a lot better, y'all. I do. And thank y'all for helping me laugh today. And thank y'all for bringing a smile to my mom's heart. Thank you. You know, um, my break is over. Stay strong. God bless you. Look at my handsome brother over there. And don't be sweating him, okay? Because you got to come through me. All right, y'all. I got to get ready to take me a break. Love you, Bashful, Bashful. Mwah. I'm going to go through the chat one more time because I'm getting ready to roll out, y'all. Let's talk Philly. That's my grandbaby's mom. Dolly's house. That's my sweetie. Boss Lady, New Jersey VIP area. The realest to ever do it. Uh, we got Binge Thinker. We got Bashful B. And if there's anyone I missed, charge it to my head and not my heart. I hope to hear you again soon. Yeah, I'm gonna pace myself because when I told you guys before, I am really trying to preserve my energy. I really am. I'm trying to preserve my energy. I love y'all very much. I truly do. And you guys have a safe, happy, healthy new year if I don't see you before then. Um Boss Lady, I'm gonna get up with you a little later on tonight. I'm venturing out. I'm trying to do a little bit more. Doing a little bit more, a little at a time. So you never know. So how did I do, Boss Lady? I did good? Yep, y'all getting ready to do my closing. Getting ready to do my iconic closing. for coming. Thank you guys for listening. And love, peace, and chicken grease. See ya.